kingdoms, kings, and early republic. How some men became rulers. Choosing leaders or rulers by voting, something that has become common during last 50 years or so. But around 3000 years ago, we find some changes taking place in the ways in which rajas were chosen. The Ashmaved or horse sacrifice was one of such rituals. Ashmaved or horse sacrifice. The horse was let loose to wander freely and it was guarded by Raja's men. If the horse wandered into the kingdoms of other Rajas and they stopped it, they had to fight. If they allowed the horse to pass, it meant that they accepted the Raja who wanted to perform the sacrifice was stronger than them. These Rajas were invited to the sacrifice which was performed specially trained priests. Priests performed the rituals including the sprinkling of sacred water on the king. Varnas. We have many books that were composed in North India, especially in the areas drained by the Ganga and the Yamuna during this period. These include Samved, Yajurved and Atharved as well as other books. There were several different groups in the society at this time: priests and warriors, farmers, herders, traders, craftspersons, laborers, fishing folk and forest people. The priests divided people into four groups called Varnas. The first Varna was that of Brahmin. Brahmins were expected to study and teach the Vedas, perform sacrifices and receive gifts. In the second place were the rulers, also known as Kshatriyas. They were expected to fight battles and protect people. Third were the Vish or Vishyas. They were expected to be farmers, herders and traders. Both the Kshatriyas and the Vaishyas could perform sacrifices. Last were the Sudras, who had to serve the other three groups and could not perform any rituals. Janpads. The Raja who performed these big sacrifices were now recognized as being Rajas of Janpads rather than Janas. Archaeologists have excavated a number of settlements in these Janpads such as Purana Killa in Delhi. They found that the people lived in huts and kept cattle. Poetry found at these sites are known as painted grave. Mahajanpads. Around 2500 years ago, some Janpads became more important than others and were known as Mahan Janpads. Many of these were fortified. Resources had to be found for all of this. The new Rajas now began maintaining armies. Soldiers were paid regular salaries and maintained by king. Taxes. As the rulers of Mahan Janpads were building huge forts, maintaining big armies, they needed more resources. They started collecting regular taxes. Taxes on crops were the most important. There were taxes on craftspersons as well. Herders now were also expected to pay taxes. There were also taxes on goods that were bought. And the hunter and gatherers also had to provide forest produce. A closer look, Magadh. Magadh became the most important Mahan Janpad in about 200 years. Many rivers such as the Ganga and the Sun flowed through Magadh. There were iron ore mines in the region that could be tapped. Magadh had two very powerful rulers, Bimbisara and Ajatasattu. Raja Griha, present-day Rajgir, in Bihar, was the capital of Magadh for several years. Later, the capital was shifted to Patliputra, present-day Patna. A closer look, Vajji. While Magad became a powerful kingdom, Baiji with its capital at Vaishali, Bihar, was under a different form of government known as Jana or Sandha. These Rajas performed rituals together. Both the Buddha and Mahavira belonged to Janas or Sanghas. Thanks for watching. Hope you like it.